people, the better.
Welcome everybody to New Hampshire Motor Speedway as RACC gets ready for its first ever race here in Loudon. Qualifying just about to get underway. Thank you all for joining us here on T-Man Sports. We're just now getting everything set up and ready to go for some short track racing. First up to qualify is Dark. And Dark right now on that cut line. We're going to go straight into this. Dark on the cut line for the chase, which is closing in as we speak. Only just a couple races left until that chase cut line starts, until we really start rounding out RACC Season 9. So Saturn and Dark, the first two on the racetrack. Saturn a 28.229, Dark a 28.629. Unless this is still practice. Actually, this might still be practice. We'll see here in just a moment. Oh, yep, that was practice. I apologize. So practice is over. Saturn set the fastest time, 28 whatever. So qualifying will actually start up here soon as we get the times reset and all that fun stuff. So this is RACC's first ever race here at Loudon. Never before has RACC been in New Hampshire. There's a couple of minutes given to get the drivers ready. Bino, I have not seen Bino in a long time. Some new starters making it here late into the season. And it looks like Ginty will be up first to qualify. So we're actually now in qualifying. There we go. So this race is extremely important for Ginty. Right now sitting in 7th place. Only the top 6 make it into the chase. He's right just below that cut line with 55 points. Dark right now on the line with 58. So not many points separating these two as we head into New Hampshire. So a good lap here will be vital as the rest of the drivers getting lined up right now on the back straightaway. It is quite the scene. But Ginty had a good season so far all around. No wins yet, but 3 podiums. Still looking for that first win. And his lap will be a 28.813. Looks like Nova will be up next. Nova getting into a little bit of trouble over these last couple of weeks. Watkins Glen being where a lot of elbows were kind of thrown. As well as Charlotte. Yummy, longtime RACC racer, veteran in the series. Had a couple of disagreements with Nova over the course of the week. Unfortunately, Yummy appears like he won't be able to make it. So Saturn, it's actually Saturn who's up next. He has a 28.508. We placed provisional pole. Didn't even notice he was on the racetrack. But this will be Nova's lap. And it'll be right in the middle, a 28.517, very close. As it looks like it will be Dark up next. Dark just said on that cut line, 58 points. Next up above him is Yummy at 63. So he's really battling for that 6th place spot, that last spot in the chase. So it's going to be really important for Dark to have a good race today and try to keep that position that he has. Looks like, who is this, NPC maybe up next? Yeah, I believe this is NPC. Double check. I believe so. So Dark, 3rd place provisionally at 28.717. Better than Ginty's lap. Ginty without any practice. So unsurprising to see a little bit slower time, although a couple other drivers did come in. As we watch the 71. So, if this is NPC, this will be his first run for pole. He's currently sitting 19th in points with 8 points. So I only think there was maybe 1 or 2 starts there for the 77, not the 71. I got that wrong. So it is the NPC. And NPC will be 5th place, so 28.9. Let's see who's up next. It will be Bino. I believe this will be Bino's first start in Season 9. I'm not seeing him on the stat sheet here. good to see Bino. I haven't seen this name in a long time. He's going to try to make history with the first ever race at New Hampshire for RACC. A little bit wide here in turn 1. He was a little bit wide on his warm-up laps. Goes right up to the outside wall, trying to scrub off some of that speed. As next up will be our championship leader. Krieger has had quite the season so far. He'll be up next. Bino, a 29.4, first lap in the 29s. But up next is our champion as he gets into the wall. But Krieger, our current champion, and he's got a lot of points. He's in the lead by almost 40 points in that number 1 spot. 2 wins, 4 podiums, 6 top 5s, 2 stage wins, and a pole so far. Right now sitting at 138. Second in points is Coma with 92. So Krieger on a really good season. We'll have to see how well he translate in the We'll see how well his season continues in the chase as he pulls a 28.896. Good for 5th place. TCT's actually tied for 2nd in points with Coma. And, you know, I don't see Coma. I am now getting word that Nova, so that'll be Carfan, will be behind Saturn. So Saturn will be on pole. Nova got 2 laps, so we'll only count the first. And so it'll be Saturn and then Nova. So Carfan will be put in 2nd place. Back to what I was saying about TCT, currently tied with Coma, and I don't see Coma making tonight's race, unfortunately. So TCT looking to secure 2nd place in the point standings after tonight. Really doesn't have too much to worry about around other than Pink. And TCT's lap of 28.667 will be good for 3rd place. Oh, speaking of Pink, here he is. So it's actually going to be a really good turnout tonight. I was a little bit worried about who was going to show up. It looked a little dire. But everyone pulling together to have a good race. Pink currently 4th in the point standings at 81 points. So about 11 points behind TCT and Coma. He's got a little bit of space between him and Yummy. That's about 20 points there. Yummy back at 63 points. So Pink right now in a good bubble. You know, a little bit far away to go up, but it's got some room behind. As Yummy will most likely not be able to make it. So this is going to be a really interesting race. Once we take a look at the schedule coming up in just a moment. I believe Pink will be the last driver to qualify here, and he will get pole position. That'll be P1. Remember, Nova had that lap eliminated. He accidentally took 2. And so Pink will take his 2nd pole of the season here at New Hampshire. And he'll be the first driver to get pole in RACC at New Hampshire. So a little bit of history there for Pink in the 20 car. Having a pretty decent season himself. So just another couple of moments, and then, yeah, they'll start lining up here. We watch all the cars start to roll out. And we'll give them a moment to line up. And while they line up, we'll take a look at a couple of little fun facts here. So here's the race schedule for the rest of the season, excluding Homestead. There are 4 races in the chase, not just 3. So we're currently at New Hampshire. It's going to be 85 laps tonight. Then Chicagoland. That'll be interesting. We haven't been to Chicagoland since my memory is correct, season 4. Although that could be wrong. It's been quite a while since we've been to Chicagoland, but hopefully this time it'll go a lot better than it did before. Then Milwaukee, Daytona, short track, and then one of the biggest. A lot of drama coming up there. Alpha winning at Milwaukee. Daytona was won by Krieger at the beginning of the season. And then we start the chase. Darlington, Road America, Atlanta, and Homestead. 4 tracks were kind of equal between everybody, except Road America is kind of the curveball there. So everyone gets lined up here at New Hampshire. It's quite the season remaining. So if you want to go make sure you see all this yourself, join the Discord in the description. It's linked. That's how you can join into RACC. It's always open sign up. You can race right now, technically. I'm pretty sure you could race right now if you really wanted to. So that's in the description. Make sure you sign up for that if you want to get in. Anyway, we are currently getting lined up and ready for RACC's first ever race at New Hampshire. Pink can to maybe step away for a moment, go AFK as we get this pack lined up. If you want to watch a separate angle of the broadcast, we always have something we call the alt-cast. Just a different angle on everything. It's what we use to look at some replays and all that fun stuff. That'll be also linked in the description if you want to subscribe and get all of the, well, not behind the scenes, but just a different angle on everything. While we sit here, let's talk about the race info for tonight. Excuse me. 85 laps. There's your stage split, 25, 25, and 35. We'll be good through the first stage, but as soon as that second stage is about to end, we're going to run into that fuel window. It goes about 45 to 55 laps. It'll be really depending on how these guys will drive the racetrack and each other to depend where they line up in that spot. And then the pit speed, 65 studs per second. A pretty slow speed, all things considered. As we get ready for 85 laps, 90 miles at one of the short tracks on the schedule. Tempers always tend to flare up at these things, don't they? Pink into position, everyone else lined up, just waiting on the countdown. And big names that aren't in tonight's race, Coma and Yummy, both in the chase, both not able to make it. We'll see if they decide to pop up through towards the middle part of this race. That's when they can. Maybe fight for the win then, but only time will tell. Still just waiting on the countdown. I think a couple of drivers shuffling in and out of the voice chat. It was quite heated the last couple of times, so I don't blame people for wanting to stay out. There's the countdown. Everyone about to go on 1, and we are green here at Loudon. Pink with a good start. It's TCT who's able to get around everybody. Blocks the 91 as Saturn on the inside trying to take it away. 3 wide in the rear of the pack as Pink pulls away. TCT, a little bit of contact there with Saturn as they come down the front straight, or back straightaway, excuse me. A little bit of a track bump there from TCT. Krieger all the way down low. We'll see if that's allowed. I did have a conversation with Junior about the rules down there. It's Krieger, oh, into the wall. As this big group continues to fight each other into lap 2. Nova into that apron a little bit as they go 4 wide down the back straightaway, bouncing and banging. They're 5 wide down the back straightaway. Dark backs out smartly, and it's really everybody else trying to fight for the spot here. This will be good for the front runners as they still continue the battle back here. But that starting to come to an end for Pink as Saturn slowly catching up on that 20 car. We'll keep an eye on this rear pack, but really going to be all the drivers up front that we got to worry about. Pink keeping down low on that defensive line. Saturn trying to get a little bit of a exit on that high line. Stays 2/10 behind. As these front guys single file out. Still a little bit messy down in the pack. A lot of movement back there. Saturn again looking on that outside. There's not too much speed to find out there, but just poking the nose out, letting Pink know he's there. A little bit of contact in the rear between that's Krieger and Ginty. As Saturn, a little bit of a dive to the outside. TCT now catching up. He's gonna try to wear down those nerves. Right on the back bumper, down the back straightaway. Oh, a little bit of contact into the corner. TCT is going to poke his head in here. We're going to have a 3-car battle for the lead. NPCs right now leading that main pack as, again, Ginty and Krieger have a little bit of a disagreement behind. And, whoa, I just saw it. Ginty, he just sent, that's NPC full time into the wall. I wonder if he's going to try to blame that one on lag. But these two not having a good time so far. Ginty trying out that apron. He's probably going to get told by Junior to not do that. As I did have that conversation with Junior, and he said that that's only allowed for if you're going into pits or going out of pits. That's that pit line that he wants them to take. So it is RACC. I don't see it being enforced too harshly. But that's something these guys got to keep in mind is, you know, there is set track limits tonight. TCT looking for second place. Did apologize a couple laps back to Saturn. He's dropped back a little bit here. It's been a good battle up here. Very respectful. Everyone apologizing, not making super huge moves. A little bit of a limited camera situation. We only got the alt cast. We usually get a couple driver streams up, but Pink not streaming today and everyone else not usually the ones that do that. But Saturn on that back bumper all through turn 4. He was pushing him. Gonna try to go for a little bit more of an arc here in 1 and 2. Can't get that car to really come down. Actually gets it into the wall. Loses a little bit of his time there. And whoa, Saturn way out wide. TCT's gonna fill in the spot. Didn't look like there was any contact there. TCT not able to take the spot. Whoa, Pink was all the way down low. And things work out the way they were. Three wide in the back right now. We just have to show this. That's Krieger all the way there on the inside line. He's getting moved around by everybody. This is Ginty in the 27. NPC's been kind of bouncing off the wall. It's kind of gotten forced into it a lot of the time. But it's an insane battle back here. And this is just for 4th place. They're battling like it's the last lap and it's for the lead. But for 11 laps in, you're battling for 4th. So a little bit excessive, but we do got a little bit of a battle for 2nd now. Saturn's going to worry about that 42 on the inside. TCT couldn't quite run the stick out of turn 4, but he's going to dive it down low again here in turn 1. Oh, backs out. Kind of just put the nose in there, letting him know that, hey, can't just kind of hold back. You got someone behind you. And now Saturn dives it down to the inside, looks for the lead, moves Pink out of the way, and then you have a new leader, Saturn, up top to the block. Pink will drop behind TCT, these two former teammates in AIRL. So they've had prior experience together, although that was a big block there by TCT on the 20 car. And now TCT, whoa, that was a big dive. Kind of a big dive there from TCT, backs out of it, thankfully. as Pink looks down low into turn 1, but he's not close enough. So the battle's starting to calm down here on lap 14 as that rear pack starts to spread out. A little bit of contact between NPC and Dark back there, but pretty clean for the most part now. They were racing pretty rough. I think everyone kind of realized where they were at. One battle we will have to keep track of throughout tonight is the battle between Dark and Ginty. Those two very close in points, and they're right on that cut line. Dark in the chase, Ginty out. So Ginty got to finish above Dark here if he wants to try to get in. And then, of course, Yummy and Coma both still have not shown up. And, you know, there is a limited time for people to get back into the race and start at least just a couple laps down. Every point is pretty important as we get into this chase. Saturn's starting to pull away, though. It's extended the gap to about half a second on TCT. Pink kind of just hanging in behind his prior teammate. So you have a battle here with Krieger, and this is Nova in the 91. It looked like they were battling a little bit more than they were before. And Krieger, your points leader. Nova, kind of new to RACC, has had, I believe, a pretty good season. Go and pull up my stat sheet here. Yeah, Nova sitting 14th in points, but I think he joined the season a little bit later than everyone else. That's Krieger a little bit wide here in 3 and 4. Oh, whoa, what was that? Oh, that was NPC hard into the wall. NPC and Ginty probably not racing each other too cleanly, as Ginty didn't even get counted for that lap. Not sure what's going on with the 27. Possibly had a merge earlier in the race. But everyone's mostly single file. Pink still kind of just sitting behind TCT, as TCT is now falling back to about 7 to 8 tenths behind Saturn. Yeah, I think Ginty at one point did have to merge, and that's what put him now a lap down. Now he's, yep, there he goes, back to the lead lap. Oh, NPC's right on Ginty's back bumper. These two had a couple of disagreements possibly before. Everyone giving each other a little bit of feedback as they were all in that group. Looks like they'll kind of just race each other from here on out. TCT slowly catching up on that 42 car, or excuse me, 43 car. 42 is TCT. TCT a little bit wide here in turn 2. He's going to lose a little bit of ground. But he is catching. That gap now down to 0.3 of a second. As, whoa, TCT overdrives the corner, and Pink will take advantage. They're going to go side by side for second place. I think Pink wanted to drop back a little bit there, and he will fall in line with TCT. Although keeps that inside lane looking. And TCT, again, a little bit overdriving the corner, but seems to be working out for him. A little bit of a lag spike there. As Coma has joined. There's that one last spot open. And so Coma will take the chance to try to get some points out of this. Will be put, I believe, a lap down. Yep, there's Coma now in a car, and we'll be getting going here soon. Pink looking on the inside for TCT. Can't quite get it done there as TCT drops back to about a second. Whoa, that was a big hit in the back. I believe that was Nova in the 91. That was a huge hit into the wall. Not sure what's going on with that 91 car. Is currently still battling with Krieger. Looks like they're going okay. Como will be put onto the lead lap. Will be put onto the lead lap, not a lap down, as I thought he would be. It is the first stage. Let's take a look back at what happened with Nova. That was a pretty hard impact into the wall. Oh, it looks like inputs maybe got lost. Ooh, up on 2 wheels. As it's the last lap of stage 1. No stage cautions in RACC, just stages. And Saturn will take this one home. Winner, stage 1 here at Loudon. TCT second, Pink third, Krieger fourth, and Nova rounding your top 5. They will get some playoff points. Really, it's been 2 stages of the race so far. As Saturn into the wall, a big lag spike for the 43. He's going to lose the lead to TCT. Massive leg spike. I was just about to say, there's been 2 stages to this race. First half and the second half so far. First half has been Pink, second half has been Saturn. But now TCT taking advantage of a massive lag spike from Saturn. They'll have the lead on just a couple tenths though, and Pink's right behind. And you hate to see lag affect someone's race like that. Here's another look at it. And you can see it just right entering the corner, no control. And there is anti-wall ride here. That slows the car down a ton. And then right back in front of TCT. Didn't come down in front of him, thank goodness. And we continue racing. And he's going to be sitting back in 3rd place for right now. And I will correct myself again. Coma is a lap down, as I thought he would be. So it just took Junior a second to get the laps right, all set up. Not trying to... He's on an Xbox controller. And here's a move for 2nd place. Saturn to the inside of the 20. Can Pink get an exit run? Looks like he can. Be right on the back bumper looking for the move in turns 3 and 4. Saturn able to get that car down. Good defensive move, and actually just a good move in general. Here he comes back to the lead. Saturn and TCT. It's a drag race down the front straightaway. I believe I hear someone on pit road. That is Bino. Bino will be parking it. That is unfortunate. You can see Bino sitting on the infield there. So we'll be back down to 9 cars. So if Yomi does have a chance to show up, he'll have a spot. But it's currently a drag race between TCT and Saturn. Saturn all the way to the apron, trying to make a pass. Gets caught up down there. TCT's going to get the run out of turn 2. And he'll secure that lead. Thought Pink was going to maybe try to take advantage there as well. A little bit of a bump there in turn 3. Didn't quite affect him at all, but... And oh, caution! Caution on the racetrack. I believe, not sure what it's for. I think it might be for a dead car on the try to get that info for you guys. But pit road is going to be busy. Everyone coming down pit road. Get some new fuel in there. It's going to be really a fuel race. Tire wear, not a major factor. So we check up with Dark. Dark's been having a good race so far. Been mostly sitting in that mid-pack. Been in front of that 27 car now entering into their pit box. Nova getting a little push there from Pink. So everyone comes out of pit lane. Yeah, it was for Krieger. Krieger jumped out of his car. So Krieger having his Wi-Fi go out after jumping out of his car, bringing the caution out on lap 31. So we'll line everyone back up. Coma will be put on the lead lap, and we'll get back going. So a couple of drivers complaining about the lag. There's Krieger. But a couple drivers complaining about lag, and especially for those on consoles, Krieger had his entire thing go out, Roblox and Discord. So he's back, and he's back in the Discord. And then, does Coma want to go to the rear? No, he doesn't want to go to the rear this time. But looks like Pink's AFK, so we'll be waiting on him. But there's also Bino complaining about Xbox and Roblox. So you said it's just a lot of freezing. So the console guy's having a little bit of trouble tonight. As we wait for Pink to get back in the car. It was a pretty good first... No, we are not ready, Junior. It was a pretty good first stage. You're caution free. You know what? Let's get Krieger up here for a quick interview while we wait for Pink to get back going. So Krieger, I heard you jumped out of the car and then everything crashed.
I was already lagging bad. I don't know if you saw me dart to like the inside wall constantly.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it from a couple of different people.
It was already bad. Bino was going through it as well. Rip to Bino.
Looks like Pink's getting something set up for me, so thank you, Pink. But, you know, right now you're sitting in a really good spot. Here, that's my question, I'll let you go. You're sitting in a good spot in terms of points. What's really the goal for tonight? You have about a 40 points gap on Coma and TCT, but so what's the plan for tonight?
Get as many points and at least try to win. At least get like a top 3.
Another win on the season?
Hopefully, that'd be great.
All
but
right.
like also like when it kicked me out, Roblox had to update.
Oh, of course. That's probably why it kicked you out. Is because Roblox like we want an update now. So.
That's what I was guessing.
All right, I'll let you go back into that chat. Thank you for the quick interview. We'll move him to the audience. As it seems like Pink is back, and he's got his stream up. Thank you, Pink. Always need every angle on everything. So it's TCT up front. He's had good restarts in the past. It's then Saturn, Pink, Nova, and Dark your top 5. Ginty, not TCT. Ginty, NPC, Coma, and Krieger rounding out the rear of the field. As we wait for everyone to make sure they're actually ready. Krieger back into the correct voice chat. So stage 1 results will be sit here. We'll go over them. It was Saturn, Pink, TCT, Krieger, and Nova. Those are the official results for stage 1. Saturn being the first driver to get a stage win at Loudon for RACC. As tonight is the first race ever at Loudon. And first caution on lap 31. Because Krieger lagging out of the game, jumping out of his car as well. Gotta throw a caution for that. Here is the countdown as we get ready to go back racing here in RACC. Well, I don't know if you saw in the back, but Krieger had quite the jump and is already up 4 spots. But here is the battle for the lead. Pink on the inside, 3 wide. TCT left the bottom wide open, and your front runners are gonna try to take advantage. Pink's going to have the inside going into turn 3, trying to put the nose in. Saturn leaving him the room. Nice clean move there by the 43. And is able to get the run and keep the lead. Saturn somehow able to walk away with the lead after that. Oh, Pink and TCT. Big contact there. Here comes Krieger in the 4. Oh, it's a big block from Krieger. Blocked Nova all the way down near the apron. Oh, Genty turning in on the 91. Chaos after the restart as Pink looking for a move for the lead. TCT's gonna look low. Here's, oh my goodness, it's again 3 wide. Saturn all the way out to the wall. I don't think Pink was expecting TCT to make the move, but TCT's gonna get the lead from it as we go into turn 3. Big block from Saturn and from Krieger there as they're 3-4 wide in the back. Or for third. That's what, insane. Genty trying to make sure he gets into this chase, is making moves, aggressive moves. And he's up now to 3rd place as TCT and Pink battle it out up front. We'll see how long it takes for Saturn and Coma to get up front. Oh, Dark, huge send on the 77 there. NPC end up getting into, oh wow, what a late block there by Genty. That was a huge late block. While they're, Saturn stuck on the apron there in 1 and 2, but this is the move that TCT did. I mean, if I'm Pink, I'm not expecting TCT to be there. You can see Pink set up for the switchback, but then TCT appears out of nowhere and sends Saturn nowhere to go but the wall, and he really hasn't been able to recover since. Looking actually maybe to merge here. Yeah, he's going to be merging on the back straightaway. Pink wide in turn 1. Or, yeah, that's turn 1. Oh, Genty door slamming him. Genty ruthless. Oh, no, it's not Saturn merging. It's Saturn AFK. That's going to throw a huge wrench into this race for him. But the battles continue. Genty and Krieger being ruthless on the back of that 20 car. These cars had damage like MRL used to have. Man, they'd be tearing up these race cars. They wouldn't have a car to be racing at this point. Oh, hard hit for NPC in the back of the pack. Coma using that apron to try to make his way through the field. It's been quite the field to get through so far. Will definitely help having one less competitor that'll be racing up front. What a block by Genty on Nova. Wow. I mean, that's the 4th late block I've seen from him, and I'm surprised no one's been kind of paying it back. Krieger on the apron as well as Coma trying to get down low as far as possible. Coma finds the inside, is going to move Krieger up to the wall. Genty, again, chops the front of the 91, and I don't think he's going to get away with that for much longer. Yeah, there's the send. Nova showing a little bit of feedback here to that 27. Looks like they'll kind of work it out here. Coma up to 2nd place. Again, your main competitor with Saturn is just out of the race. Not sure if it's due to AFK or if his internet's out. A tough break for the 43. So I believe Saturn actually maybe rejoining the game. I think that was him. 41 laps in, TCT still your leader. Although he's got Coma right up behind. And Coma finding the inside, might try to take it here. Oh, I couldn't get there. Now on the back bumper, probably going to take the lead or try to take the lead here in 1 and 2. Although TCT now down and defending that inside lane. Really hard to defend from that 18 car. Come on, maybe a little bit of a bump here. Yeah, big bump to the back of the 42. Moves TCT up the racetrack. And it's going to be a Toyota drag race across the line. Ooh, boy, that was close. TCT trying to get that car to come back down to block that 20. Able to secure 2nd place. Krieger bouncing off the wall. They're back in 4th. TCT really struggling with that wall in the rear. Saturn is in the game, trying to get the car going. He's right now sitting outside of pit lane. We'll see if he's able to merge back in and how many laps down. Most likely will be 1. So not out of the race just yet, but needs to get back into the race pretty soon. Six.
Out of comp right now.
Not sure what happened there, but 6 laps to go in the stage. Coma taking the lead away from TCT. We'll see how well TCT tries to defend this. We'll try to take it back. Ginty in 4th. Krieger. Whoa, Krieger sending Ginty all the way to the wall. And I'm not too surprised, a couple drivers showing feedback. 5 to go in stage 1 or stage 2. Oh, Ginty looking for blood here. Showing his displeasure to the 4. That's not quite the smart move because Krieger will show it right back. I think these two might try to wreck each other. Oh, it's now Nova is trying to wreck him. Oh, man, they're sending him all the way to the wall as Saturn rejoins the pack. He's up front. I don't think this is where he's supposed to be, but yeah, he'll duck out of the way, let everyone oh, well, maybe not. Yeah, there he goes. It was a good battle here between TCT as well. Oh, Ginty's getting sent to the moon and back. Saturn right now is on the lead lap. We'll see how he finishes in the stage. But no one's on Ginty's side tonight, and I can't blame anyone for not wanting to be on his side. Coma still with the lead. TCT able to catch up now, only 3/10 behind as they continue to fight back here. But it's TCT now putting the nose in. Ginty's taking the infield road course. They moved Ginty so much he took the road course. And so Ginty out of this battle for stage 2, but it's TCT and Coma battling to win stage 2. I believe Ginty will try to merge. He's lucky. And then a little bit further back, Pink having to defend behind Nova and Krieger. It's a battle all over the racetrack right now. Looks like everyone's doing all right for the moment. White flag, 1 lap to go in stage 2. DCT's been kind of hanging there, hasn't been able to make a move. But they're making moves for 3rd place. Coma will come out of turn 4 and win stage 2. TCT right behind, but it's mainly the battle back here for 3rd. Pink gets it. Then Krieger, it looks like Saturn is a lap down, so that 5th place will go to Nova. As Dark also a lap down. I wonder if Dark maybe came down pit road. Oh, no, he's complaining about his laps. I think it was just when that reset happened. So final stage. Last caution was on lap 31. So they're good until, oh, it's going to be close towards the end of this race. So if you go about 50 laps, that's lap 81, but you can go a little bit farther than 50 laps if you're conservative on fuel, so it's going to be a fuel race to the end unless we see another caution. And then it'll just be that stop, and then you're good for the rest of the race. So we continue the watch. Pink hold off Krieger here for 3rd place. TCT not really been able to do any moves on Coma. It's actually TCT going wide here in 3 and 4. Krieger moving Pink out of the way. Couldn't quite get the exit run though. And Saturn in the 43 a lap. Oh no, he's on the lead lap again. So I really couldn't tell you where he is on the racetrack. He was a lap down at the stage end. But now he's back on the lead lap, so... Ooh, wow, Pink getting moved. That's just getting shoved way out of the way. So the official results for Stage 2 is Coma, TCT, Pink, Krieger, and Nova. Good points day for TCT in terms of stages, as he's actually right now looking for the lead. Side by side with Coma on the inside. TCT a little bit wider through 3 and 4. Able to hold it on the inside. Excuse me. Another driver down pit road, it sounds like. That's NPC in the 77 down pit road. Krieger's starting to catch up to these guys. Whoa! That was a bump and a half. Whoa! Tire smoke coming off of that. Wow. And it's crazy because he didn't even get touched. It looked like TCT got bumped there, but he didn't. I mean, just watch TCT here. He's going to bump Coma, but if you watch here, Coma gets close, but never bumps him right here. It looks like TCT just went wide. And then hit that track bump. He's right now still sitting in second place. So we get closer and closer to the first winner at Loudon in RACC history. Oh, TCT wanted to come down in the pit road. Krieger went through the inside as your leaders come in. We'll keep an eye on Krieger, Nova, and Pink. But Coma and TCT down pit lane. Looks like Krieger wanting to come in this time. As well as Nova. I think Pink's going to try to stay out. He's been really good on fuel strategy all season long. As TCT and Coma come out pretty much dead even out of pit lane. Where will Krieger, where will Nova pop out? As Pink, your current leader. Everyone else will have done their pit stops already. Looks like Pink coming in this time. So where will these two come out? Krieger out in front. He's cutting the racetrack, and he's going to have the lead. Krieger will take the lead out of pit stops by cutting half the racetrack. Here's Pink. Where will Pink come out? He was part of this group. Nova's pretty far back. And Pink will be out right now in front and with Saturn. So Pink will have the lead. I don't think he took a full stop. I don't think Pink took a full stop. So Pink now with a substantial lead over the pack. Yeah, you don't need a full tank. You're only going 20 laps. You only need 20 laps of fuel. So I think Pink just had a huge big brain moment without taking a full tank. So he's got 17 laps to hold this lead. He's got a little bit of traffic in front of him. Oh, it's Saturn actually with the lead. I didn't even realize Saturn has the lead. Well, how'd that work out? I wonder if Saturn did the same thing. Saturn's been all over in terms of laps. I totally lost track of if he was on the lead lap or not. But since he pit early, I think the undercut is stronger. So Saturn, I guess just it worked out totally in his favor to come in a little bit earlier. Oh, into the wall there. Tire wear isn't as much of a factor as it used to be. And with 15 laps to go, he's got half a second lead on Pink. Coma able to take third place away from Krieger. TCT looking there as well. Saturn right now holds it, increasing that gap to now near 1 second of a lead. A little bit of lag there in the server. Krieger into the wall. Been a tough day for the console users tonight, as they've been experiencing a lot of lag, having to park the car because of it. And so with now 13 to go, we had a lot of battles that we looked at coming into this race. How are those battles playing out? Well, Dark is right now still in front of Ginty, and by quite a big margin. That's now, well, yeah, there's a handful of seconds there. Pink in front of, Coma in front of TCT. They're right now the ones that are tied in points. So Coma will take second place if he finishes where he is right now. Although TCT's looking for a spot from Krieger right here. Again, Krieger with, Coma into the wall. Coma having a big lag spike going into turn 1. Will lose third place. Drops down to 5th. And all that while Pink is slowly catching up on Saturn. Pink, oh my goodness, Coma, excuse me. wants that spot back now. He doesn't want to wait. He's going to move everyone out of the way to try to get third place back. And right now he's got his former teammate TCT right in front of him. Oh, he just sent him. Another tap on the back bumper. 10 laps to go. Next time by, and things are starting to heat up a little bit. So as it stands right now, TCT would take second place in the point standings, then Coma would get third. So this position really necessary for the championship, or in terms of chase seeding. And these three have been getting held up so much battling that Nova now having a chance. Coma on the inside, trying to move TCT out of the way. Didn't quite work out. Krieger with a dive. Coma with a dive. And TCT's not budging. As we look at our leaders, it's been really Saturn's race to lose as everything has gone wrong for him tonight. Had that lag incident, was out for a major part of the race, had lag incidents at the beginning of the race. And he lost the lead a couple times due to that. So it's been a really tough race for Saturn, but he's been able to come back. And right now he's your leader. He's got about 0.4 of a second on Pink with 8 laps to go, coming up on 7. It's been a really good drive for that 43 car as things are heating back up for third place. TCT dropping back to 5th as Krieger all the way on the apron tried to get the inside. Coma said no. Six laps to go here in the first race at New Hampshire for RACC. TCT looked to the inside there on Krieger. Couldn't quite get the move done. Although now Nova getting into the mix. It's going to move TCT back to possibly 6th here. Yeah, and he's going to move him out of the way and take the spot. Five laps to go. First part of this race started with Pink and his great start. And then Saturn, once he was able to get by, has been the dominant car to beat. Had that mid-race hiccup due to, we're going to have to guess, lag. Possibly internet troubles, console troubles, all sorts of troubles happening for the 43 car. But just 4 more laps to keep Pink at bay. It's been really a good drive from these front two tonight. Pink having a lot of issues on that restart. Once things started to calm down, they were able to break away. And then, of course, pit stops. Big heads-up move from the both of these guys to only take what they need to the finish. Coma has broken away from Krieger. He's going to be able to get third as long as nothing happens. It's right now a battle between Nova and TCT for 5th place. Hank trying to just slowly close in, but it's only 2 laps to go until we have a first-time winner at Loudon. I shouldn't say that. It'll be the first time anyone's won at this track in RACC. That's more better way to put it. Oh, Saturn into the wall out of 2. I don't think it's enough for Pink to close in. Oh, Saturn into the wall, into turn 3. A lag spike at the worst possible moment. He wall rides all the way through turn 4. Pink takes the lead. 1 lap to go. Saturn's slow on the racetrack. He's still slow. Oh, man. We talked about how much lag affected his race today, and it's going to take the win from him. Pink. 2 more corners to go. Saturn trying a little bit of anything, but it's not going to work out. Lag plagued Saturn all day. It's going to be Pink who capitalizes and takes the first ever win at Loudon. And that's why he watched till the end. It's TCT who gets it over Nova. Dark finishing 6th place above Ginty. What happened with Krieger? Krieger has not crossed the line yet. Man, you hate to see lag be the thing that takes it away. And it looks like it wasn't just Saturn who had a leg incident on the last lap. Here's a look back at what happened to Krieger. Same kind of thing, just no movement down the front straightaway. Was off the gas, a huge lag spike, no inputs got counted. That's what happened to Krieger. Got passed by TCT and Nova. And then, yeah, more lag spikes. But Pink burns it down and be the first one to burn it down for RACC here at Loudon. Had a good start to this race, has been hanging up front pretty much the whole time. He drives down pit lane, ready to go to victory lane. Oh, hits the pit wall. There he is. First driver to be able to see victory lane at Loudon. Setting even more records. And yeah, Saturn not happy at all. And I don't blame him. That was tragic what happened. Let's see if we can get our race winner up here. Hank, you made history.
Hello.
I don't think you were quite expecting that kind of a finish, but I mean, you made history.
Nah, I was kind of sad the race ended in that fashion. I wanted to pass him cleanly and fair, and not him lag out like that. It was tragic. I feel bad, but you know, there's not much I can do for him.
Take us through the whole race for you. Yeah, I mean, you really want to make a clean pass for the win and not see a driver just get lagged out like that. But take us through the whole race. You've kind of been up front. What was that kind of pit strategy call as well? Not taking a full tank.
With how flat and how long how wide the turns are, you can basically just let off the entire or half the corner. H2 as well, so I knew I didn't need a full tank, and I can underfill the car, save a little bit, and then push towards the end of the race.
And right, and how was the race for you? There was that one caution at lap 31. It kind of mixed everything up. It was pretty chaotic for a little bit. How did that kind of work for you throughout tonight's race?
A little chaotic, but I just knew I needed to stay within myself. Don't let people rush my pace and my saving and rush my strategy. And I just knew if I stay true to my strategy and my pace that I'll be all right.
All right, Pink. Well, you're the first driver to win at Loudon at RACC. I mean, how's that feel to be the first driver to win at this track?
It's always great when you're first to do something. So I guess that's a good small achievement right there.
All right, Pink. Anything else to add on for tonight?
Krieger is a stage merchant. I'm sure Como will tell you all about it. Feel bad for Saturn. Uh, he worked hard this race only to get screwed up in the last lap by lag. I should know all too well, but we're not gonna go into that. But yeah, great race, and yeah.
All right, thank you, Pink. Let's we'll move you back down to the peanut gallery. Oh, you do it yourself. All right. All right, up next, let's get third place. Probably gonna get a yap fest here. Where are you? Are you in the garage area? No, you're not.
Behind
Yeah,
B-Lane.
yeah. All right, Coma,
But
third
you gotta let me
place.
know how the audio is.
It's good. It's fine.
Okay.
Discord's doing its work. So it was showed up late into the race. And then there at the finish had to battle with Krieger, TCT. I don't think you had to really battle with Nova too much, but quite the battle for third place tonight.
Yeah. I didn't even think I was gonna be able to show up to this, or really many of the races coming up in the season. Some life events have definitely changed a course. So up in the air how competitive I'm gonna be. I'm still gonna try and go for the chip if I can, but I mean it's looking very unlikely. But I finished up what I was doing and I was like, oh, RACC is on it. And I tried to join last week, but it was field cap, so I just watched. So I looked and it was open. So I thought I was kind of screwed because I was forced to merge with Bino, who was apparently like 8 seconds back. Or actually, I take that back. He was like 20 seconds back. So, and I was gaining ground rapidly, but 20 seconds is a long time. So that caution with Krieger definitely helped out. And it took a second to learn both the line, and then I also had to remember this is RACC, and it's just fuel saving, just JSS. So I was like, oh right, yeah, that's a thing. So I had to learn that on the fly, and the whole time I was just basically asking Pink, like, just giving him like asking for fuel checks, trying to compare, and then the final stage on our final pit cycle, I was like, Pink, you can't make it, right? Like you're not planning on making it. He's like, what makes you think that I can make this on one tank? And I'm like, dude, you're a fucking fuel wizard when it comes to this shit, all right? So like I'm just making sure that you're not pulling out some wizardry and I actually have a chance to keep up on strategy. So luckily that worked out. It was fun battles with everybody. I think if I didn't lag chasing down Pink and Saturn, I think I probably could have been there with them, especially with Saturn after that lag spike. I definitely would have been around him, maybe with Pink, but would have, if. So definitely considering that I didn't know I was going to be able to show up, a stage win and a P3 while Krieger ran out of fuel is definitely going to give me a good buffer for the points in case I do have to miss some. So I should already be locked in, but we'll see what happens in the future. But congrats to Pink as always, father, son. And, if we want to play the team game, if Krieger didn't run out of fuel, it would have been S rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're still not even a team.
Not even a team, but still acting like it.
Yeah, so it was a great fight, great race. I enjoyed it quite a bit, and I'm glad I was able to show up to this one.
All right, Coma. Well, I mean, you kind of went over everything there, so no real further questions. But I didn't know Krieger ran out of gas. I thought he had a leg incident similar to Saturn, but that's why you don't.
Yeah,
never
he was like, "Fuck, I didn't take enough," and I was like, "You ran out?" I thought I was cutting it close, but I guess he took even less than I did.
I guess so. All right. Well, Coma, thank you. Congrats on third place, and we'll hope to see you in the future. We'll hope. Back to the peanut gallery you go. All right. Well, since I guess I didn't know the full story, let's get Krieger up here. Where are you, Krieger? Are you? Where are you?
Bro.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
All right, Krieger. So now that we know that you ran out of gas, it wasn't a lag incident. I mean, yeah, what kind of happened there to have you run out? Was it just not saving enough, not taking enough?
I definitely took enough to save, but I thought I would have been good to the end. I only took like around half, and I was like, all right, I can push. And I was pushing just fine, keeping up. And I'd gained ground, but then I had to start saving, and then I just started tanking, and I'm like, I was on the final lap, and in the like on the bottom where it says like the gas thing, the G went away, and it was just a line, and I was like, oh god, I'm not gonna make it. I tried throttling it up just enough to like where I can get in front of TCT and them, and they just went right around me. I was like, well, it's already over, and took just not enough and ran out and tanked all the way to last.
All the way to last, man. That is that's not good. Well, I mean, at least you have that buffer and the points. You are quite a bit ahead over Coma and I believe it's TCT. But
Yeah.
in the early race, we'll go to maybe something a little bit more different. In the early race, it looked like you were kind of battling and struggling to battle with Jinty and that group. What was kind of going on in that pack at the beginning of the race?
That was just annoying as hell because all Genty would do is keep sending. You try to break away and you just get a constant dive bomb every corner, and it just got annoying.
Right,
So it wasn't even really me. You
So,
try to pull away and you just get a constant dive bomb every corner.
yeah, I was watching it corner of my eye, and I'm like, wow, Jinty's just sending it in on everybody. Oh, is that kind of the general consensus in the voice chat? Was like, is just everyone kind of telling Jinty to not dive the corner, or was it kind of everybody
Not really.
else?
I got on, but then I just shut up. I just left it alone. I was just trying to pull away. No one else really had to deal with it. Well, Nova did, and that was fun. But yeah,
All right, Dark. Well, anything else to add on for tonight's race, first race at Loudon?
I gotta lock in at Chicagoland. I can't keep tanking like this.
All right, Krieger. Well, tough break on the gas. I guess gives you motivation for Chicagoland. Try to look at the best parts of it, and
Yeah.
well, good luck there as well. We'll move you back down to the peanut gallery. All right, TCT has been battling
Howdy.
for second place in the points. I believe you finished. Where did you finish? Unofficially fourth or
Fourth.
fifth? Fourth. Okay.
Fourth.
So just only
yeah.
a spot behind Coma. Oh. So
Yeah.
not too far back, but you will be third
Could've been
in the
better.
point standings. But take us through the race.
Oh,
You
yeah.
were up front all day today, especially in the beginning parts of the race. So
Oh,
take
yeah.
us through the race for you.
So much fun. Well, we got a very good jump on the start. I think we were like up 2, and then I was mostly battling Pink and Saturn majority of the beginning portion of the race, which we kind of just singled out. Just either Pink and Saturn would like swap, and I'd stay in third. Sometimes I'd throw my hat in the ring. And then I got to the front for a bit, and then no, there wasn't a caution because I remember Coma. Actually, now I remember, I was up in front, and then the caution came out because Krieger's internet decided to leave the building, and that's just I think that's just my new bad luck for this one, because anytime I get out in front, there's going to be a caution either sooner or later. That's the new jinx for now. And I mean, still, we did pretty good on the restart, got back up to the front, and I gotta say, it was really fun battling with Coma up there because we didn't wreck each other, we just tapped each other a little bit. It was mostly just clean passes. Sometimes third would come in, shake us up a little bit, and then we'll get back together. And then during the green flag stops, I saw Coma say he was pitting, and I didn't get a chance to say I was pitting too because we were coming. When I saw it, we were already coming to turn 3. So I just said, well, whoever's behind me, I'm so sorry. But no, we had a clean stop. I actually took a lot more than I should have because I came out ahead of Coma, and then I realized, oh, what if I don't make it to the end of the race? So because that happened during Auto Club, so I overthink there, took more gas than I should have. And then when we got back out front, it was just me, Coma, Krieger. Sorry. Me, Coma, and Krieger fighting it out there. Then Nova came in, Not gonna lie, kind of felt Krieger was holding me up a little bit. And then when Nova got to my bumper, I just kind of was stuck there for a while. Coma ran away for a little bit. And then me and Nova just kind of battled it out there for the final few laps. Then Krieger ran out of gas. Me and Nova went high. He went low. Or no, other way around. Sorry. Krieger went high. Me and Nova went low. And then at the end there, it was just me and Nova battling it out for fourth. Which I gotta say, both clean battle. Really fun day. Honestly, like I'm happy with the fourth. Like we're still doing good in points. Got some good stage points. And overall, good race.
I mean, yeah, I was pretty much couldn't be displeased with tonight, I would say, for the drive. Sorry if I didn't catch it. How was that battle at the end with Nova with the laps coming down?
Oh, dude, we were like dead heat. Like I knew one of us was going to send each other for a good top 5. I mean, we both got it anyway since Krieger ran out of gas. But I mean, when we saw just the 4, the 18, and everyone else ahead of us, we were just throwing hands at each other at that point. And when we came to the final corner, what I would do, I just sent it onto the bottom and just braked a little harder than he did. Let him sit on my bumper, and then I drive right off of him in turn 4. Just took it to that line, getting us to top 4. So pretty good.
All right, TCT. Anything else to add on for the night?
GG's to everyone. Good race, everyone. Loved it. Had a great time. Let's hope Chicagoland can be this fun. I'm really looking forward to it on Sunday. And hopefully I can get enough. I mean, I'm already in the chase as is because with the points and all, but hopefully this is a championship I can contend with, seeing how this was a good day. And I'm getting better and better, so hopefully the future has good fortune for me.
All right, well, we wish you luck, Chicagoland TCT, and thank you for joining us up here. We'll move you back to the Peanut Gallery. And then our final interview for the night will be Dark. I believe Dark. Yep, you're right over here.
Hello.
All right, Dark. I mean, you kind of had one mission coming into today, and it was to kind of make sure you stay in the chase, stay ahead of Ginty. I would say mission accomplished, but take us through how the race went for you.
I qualified pretty well, which was nice, even if I was, however many tenths off. I did eventually run laps that fast. I do not remember how, but I was just really bad at the starts and restarts. That's really what screwed me, because I would either just be too slow. I would get sent, just things like that. I would sometimes be able to gain positions back, but not enough to get stage points. Near the end of stage 2, my game tabbed out for some reason. That made me lose time. I piddled around for a little bit, and then I merged, but that did not help. Ginty's undercut did help a little bit. And Krieger running out also did help. I was hoping for a top 5 today. I did not get that, but at least I stayed ahead of Ginty. I think gaining on Yummy's going to be impossible unless he doesn't show up on Sunday.
Right. And I mean, yeah, you're still right on that cut line. Yummy not showing up does help a little bit towards you staying in the chase, but we have Chicagoland coming up. How are you feeling towards that?
I feel like I might do pretty good there. I don't think it's one of my better tracks, but in an IndyCar league I did pretty decent there, but different beast, apples to oranges. I might do okay there. I'll have to wait and see.
All right, Dark. Anything else to add on for tonight?
Not really. Good points day. Not exactly where I wanted to finish, but if I do make the chase, it'll be a miracle.
All right, Dark. Well, good luck. Only a couple races left to see whether you're in or out.
Yeah, gotta hang on.
You're in, but only time will tell. Thank you, Dark. Move you back to the Peanut Gallery, and then move everyone out of the Peanut Gallery. Get out of here. And as we wrap it up here, congratulations to Pink for winning the first race at Loudon in history at RACC. Tough break to Saturn. You never want to see someone lose a race because of lag. He was struggling all day with that, and he really had it in. He was the best car on the racetrack. I could say that confidently. But that will wrap it up for today. If you like RACC, if you thought the racing was pretty cool, it's a pretty chill league, pretty relaxed on the rules, mostly just a bunch of friends. Link is in the description. If you want to join, you can sign up and race at Chicagoland on Sunday as well. Chicagoland Sunday, so stay tuned for that. We should be able to stream that one to you. And like, comment, subscribe, do all the fun stuff. And thank you all for watching once again. We will see you at Chicagoland.